What's going on, guys? Noah Brewer here, and today I have a list of a Q&A from a while back that I never got to, and I also made a community post on my YouTube channel. If you don't know what that is, it's basically a post that I can make and it'll show to all my subscribers on YouTube, and I basically added a little question, kind of like saying what kind of videos do you want to see me make and what kind of questions do you guys have. So I have a list of questions and I'm basically just going to run through them, some of them related to Shopify, some of them kind of not, but that's okay. So the first one is a question about payment gateways. Like, they kind of wanted me to give a little spiel on payment gateways. And I have done this before. I've talked a little bit about them. And basically, payment gateways like Stripe, PayPal, Shopify payments, which, by the way, is Stripe. They're kind of the same thing. One's just working with Shopify. You need to keep a good relationship with them. And, because one day, you might not be now, but one day, you're going to be pushing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all the way up to 10, 15, 20, $1,000 a day. And if they don't trust you as a person, like, you have to understand, these are corporate companies, Stripe, PayPal, but at the same time, they're trusting you to be ethical in business, meaning you can't get a lot of chargebacks, you can't get a lot of refunds. And if you do, it's going to completely ruin the relationship with your payment gateway, and they're going to end up holding your money. They're going to end up holding your money is the biggest problem with these gateways, and really it's just caused by people wanting refunds. Like, okay, picture you're a payment gateway. Somebody receives money through your payment gateway, they take their money out of the payment gateway, and then whoever sent them money is like, hey, I need my money back, and they give you a legitimate reason, and they legitimately scam them or rob them of the money or whatever. You have to then take money out of your reserve, put it into the customer's account, and hope that your customer is going to pay that debt back. And this is the reason why a lot of dropshippers get fucked over by Stripe and Shopify payments, and they hold money and all this jive, is mainly because they don't have a reputable business, and people want refunds. And if you don't give refunds, like, if you can avoid refunds, avoid refunding people through Stripe or PayPal or anything. If you have customer service through email or Facebook chat or anything that's kind of on a personal level, ask them if you can initiate the refund. If they do want a refund, ask them if you can give it to them. Not, you don't want them going to the payment processor and requesting it, because that will seriously hurt your relationship with the payment gateway. And this isn't stuff a lot of people talk about, but if you give out a refund, it's not a big deal. Like, it's not, you know that you're giving a refund, but if somebody requests it, they almost get it every single time, and that's not a good look if people are requesting refunds from you. Okay, so that's just my little spiel. And you want good relationships with payment gateways. That's it. So, what are the best and worst products that I've seen throughout my year of doing dropshipping? Or not even dropshipping, but just Facebook ads. Like, the best and worst products, first of all, I would define that by the best products, meaning the ones that actually work and that you can scale up, and the worst products. One way to define this is higher margin versus lower margin. I've seen some good to low margin products that have made some pretty decent profits, but every time there's a really good margin and it's a good product, almost every time, I should say this, it'll be successful with Facebook ads. So yeah, another thing that you can define this by is kind of popularity, like the popularity of the product. Like, if everybody knows the product and it's been marketed to millions of people already, the chances are it's not going to work. I get really excited when somebody comes to me with a winner and they're like, hey, can you help me scale this? And it's something that either one, I've never seen before, but it's really cool, or two, you would never ever think to test at all. And I talked about this in my last Q&A video, where the products that really end up working and really end up doing really, really well are products that you would not think to test. The people just test them because there's significant factors that you can look at and prove that these products have interest in the marketplace. It's not like you would walk in Walmart and just kind of think like, oh, I should test this. So yeah, the best and worst products, like if you have a really unique product that nobody would ever think of and it has a good margin, I would say that's the best case situation, and those are the kinds of products that you should be testing. The next question, how did I learn to do Facebook ads? It's a simple answer, and it's the same reason why I don't have a course or anything, and it's because I got a mentor. And for those of you who don't know, my mentor was Mark Hagar. I talk a little bit about it in my story video, where I talk about kind of how I got into Shopify and doing Facebook ads and all that. And yeah, that's essentially it. Like, I'm not a big learner through video. Like, if anything, I would learn a lot more by just doing it than watching videos. That's just me. And the best way that I learn is having somebody kind of tell me what to do and explain to me why I should be doing that. And that's why, like, almost anything that I do that I don't know a lot about, or that I don't have a lot of experience in, I would much rather have a mentor, like somebody talking to me so I can ask them questions and stuff. That was super valuable for me. And I never learned from any course or YouTube videos or any of that. That's just, not who I am. The next question, the biggest impact e-com made on my life? Well, it's pretty self-explanatory. Like, it took me from, making almost nothing to, being financially free, I guess you could call it. Like, obviously, I don't see myself as anything big, but it definitely put me in the position to kind of do more things that I want, and look forward to a future where I can invest in stuff in more longer-term investments. And, I can wake up every morning knowing that I will never have to work a job a day in my life. Not only because of e-com, but because of skills that I've built up, just throughout my entrepreneurial journey. It's not about really the biggest impact e-com made on my life. It's the biggest impact that just entrepreneurship and having this mindset of being able to do it on your own. That's what really made the biggest impact. E-com was just part of that journey, but for other people, it's not e-com, it's something else. So, next question, how to scale with $5 budgets? I'm not going to answer this. I have so many videos explaining this. Reasons why your Facebook ads are not working. I do have a video that talks about this, but most of you, honestly, you're just not following a strategy. Like, you guys will watch my videos, which is okay. Obviously, I advise you to do that because I know that I know what I'm talking about. But the problem is you'll also watch, this guy's video and that guy's video, and everybody says different things, and you try to implement different strategies, and that doesn't work. Like, you have to follow one strategy and just focus on mastering that one strategy, and I talk about this a lot. And honestly, most of the reasons why your Facebook ads are not working is because you're not following a single strategy. You're kind of mix and matching, and you don't have direct guidance. And yeah, so they want to hear about my Shopify journey. I already have a video on that. I'm not going to talk about it. How to increase conversions, have a good product, and don't be spammy with your product page. Like, your conversion rate from paid traffic will always be kind of low. Like, I've seen a lot of success with I've seen a lot of success with a 1% conversion rate, a 0.5%. It really doesn't matter. Like, honestly, the conversion rate doesn't matter too much. You should be more looking at how to make your ads profitable. Like, what strategy are you doing? What are you doing every day to make your ads more profitable? And I think a better question is, instead of how to increase conversions, should be how to get more sales for less money, which basically can be done by, having a really good strategy. And there's not many things that you can do on your actual website to increase your conversions. I've seen conversion rates as high as 10%, but those were with really powerful influencers or really influential influencers who, they tell their audience to do something and they just fucking do it because they love them, right? So, but conversion rate doesn't matter too much. What matters is that your ad strategy is profitable and you keep doing things to get your cost per purchase down. One thing, next question, how to network with others. So this is not really related to Shopify, but if you do it right, you could relate it to Shopify, whether it's networking with mentors, people like me, other people who do really well with Shopify, trying to get some tips and stuff. And I can say from my experience, if you're trying to network with people who are kind of like above you or below you or at your level or whatever, just don't be fucking annoying, because the main thing is, like, I get so many people DMing me and messaging me and all this stuff, and a lot of people are just asking ridiculous questions that are already on my channel. Like, I know that this advice that I'm about to give, I didn't really follow for a long time, but if you're going to reach out to somebody who is desirable to build a relationship with, understand what they're all about. You don't want to ask somebody, what do you do, when they say it very clearly on their Facebook profile, you know, because then it just shows that, like, you don't really care and you're just trying to talk to random people, which is not really helpful. And so you want to talk to people about relevant stuff, and you also don't want to waste their time. And this has allowed me to build a lot of connections, and also just kind of waiting until you have some sort of result, like proving that you're serious and not just another coming out of college entrepreneur, like, not, gonna watch YouTube videos all day and not do anything type of dude. You want to prove that you have what it takes. And when I see somebody that I can tell they've fucking grinded, they've sacrificed, they're ready for results, and they're just sick of not seeing results, it makes me want to talk to them. And there's a few people like this that I just message back because, one, they're fun to talk to, like, they're open-ended, they're cool, and the next thing is I can see that they're hungry. Like, if I tell them to do something, they will do it, and usually it works out. So how to network with others. I can make a whole long video on this one thing, but it's really not that hard. Just don't be like everybody else and be genuine, pretty much. So those were the questions that I got from the Q&A that I did before. I'm going to go over a few of the questions on my community post now. So one of the questions was, how do you find interest interest in audiences, like things to target for very general products or vague products, like things that are not very specific? And I can tell you that most of the time I do not even test products that don't have some sort of niche attached to them. Meaning, like, if I'm selling, I can't even think of an example, but there are products out there where they're just really, really difficult to target for. Like, there's no interest directly related to that. And if you do want to test products like this, which I don't really advise it, because the best products are really easy to target for, and I'm not joking when I say that, they are really easy to target for. The best way to do it is just have a really enticing ad copy that attracts the right person, and put it in front of kind of like a general audience. And instead of using interests to get your ad in front of the right people, you have to use your ad copy and creative to get your ad in front of the right people. Meaning, the right person that sees the ad is going to click it and they're going to be interested. They're going to know what it is. But if it's not the right person, they're just going to scroll right by it. And that's what I mean by having a specific ad copy that reaches out to a specific person. Alright guys, that was it for this Q&A. There was just one question that I wanted to cover from that community post. There was only a few comments, so... but yeah, I hope this video showed you some sort of value, and if you were one of the people that asked those questions, I hope that you're able to take it with value and actually go do something with it. But as for this video, this is Noah Brewer, and I'm out. Peace!